Hippo Balls week 8 or 9. I think it's week 9. Hippo Balls week 9 coming to you live from the Hippo Den. It's Hippo himself. Dolphins are humongous frauds right now. Just saw Tyreek fumble that for a defensive touchdown. Horrific, horrific times. Need a huge second half. Hammered the team total points over 24 and a half. That's not looking good for me. And I took the over in the game. Hippo's going to be down bad on tilt for the 1 p.m. games, but let's get to it. We got who's back, who's not back, but not dead, and who's dead, of course. Starting with who's back, we got anti Semitism. Anti Semitism is back as over 100,000 people marched in D.C. yesterday for the Palestine March. Who knew that the MAGA redneck QAnon Republicans would be our best allies, all the libs around the country? Are turning out to be pretty anti-Semitic overall. The Ivy League schools, a lot of anti-Jew stuff coming out of the smart Ivy Leaguers. The dumb rednecks, number one friend of the Jews right now. Both sides clearly hate us, but they hate the Arabs more. So they're teaming up with the Jews for now. What a time to be alive. Jews also the rise in gun ownership in the Jewish community very high. I am already a gun owner, but you should go get one if you can. In most states, I think you can. My racist trainer who got fired a couple years ago, Paul, he he reached out to me and let me know that he has my back. He does not like the blacks or the Arabs, but he is Team Jew for now. So that's good, I guess. The FBI Director Christopher Wray warned that terrorist threat level in the U.S. is at an all-time high for the Jews. Not a great time overall for the Jews. We need the MAGA to protect us, and for now they're doing so. AOC and Talib Kweli, that lady, do not like the Jews. They're both down. The Beatles are back with a final song now and then. Peter Jackson from Lord of the Rings fame directed weird vibes. Peter Jackson directing a Beatles music video, his first ever music video. I don't know how they reached out to Peter Jackson, but Peter Jackson, I guess, maybe a big Beatles guy. And he directed Now and Then with old footage of the Beatles. And since John Lennon and George Harrison are both dead, they took their old voice samples and some of the unreleased stuff and added AI, and they somehow got them to sing on this new song. Paul McCartney and Ringo are the only ones alive, and then Pete Best is an old drummer that got like kicked out of the Beatles, but now since the other people are dead, they let him play with them again. New song out by Peter Jackson directing the Beatles Now and Then. Actually, a good little bop. Listen to it, not a bad time. That's who's back. Anti-Semitism, the Beatles. Dolphins are not doing much with the 20 seconds left on the clock. Really need a huge second half here. Who's not back but not dead? We got Chris Broussard. Chris Broussard while on first take discussing the Harden trade, called the Clippers, and this is a trigger warning, retarded for trading for Harden. And that the rest of the people on set gave a ooh. And he realized that you shouldn't say that, of course, in the year 2023. So they quickly went to commercial break. And when he came back, he said it's okay that he uses the word retarded because he had a first cousin who died recently who was developmentally disabled. So he's allowed to say it. Not a great look for Chris Broussard. Not canceled, but kind of canceled. Next up on Who's Not Back But Not Dead, we got Kimberly Green. Kimberly Green from Peru found she had smashed a world record by more than 10 minutes in speed walking. It turns out the course was measured improperly by 2 miles. I don't know who's putting together the fast walking courses for the Pan American Games, but that guy clearly had no idea what he was doing. Also, I don't know how Kimberly Garcia thinks that she's the Flash and beat a world record by 10 minutes in speed walking. Clearly, that's ridiculous. It's a 20-kilometer race, which I don't know how many miles that is, but once you beat a world record by 10 minutes, you should realize that something's off. So she's not back, but not dead. I'm sure she still had a good time. She still won. Good for her, but not a world record. Next, we got Who's Dead? SBF is officially dead. His trial lasted, Sam Bankman Fried, his trial lasted 4 weeks. Of course, his ex girlfriend, whatever her name, came out and flipped on him. Jury only deliberated for 4 hours. That's never a good sign. Guilty on all counts. Faces 115 years in prison. He's fucked. Next up on Who's Dead, we got someone who's been dead a few times so far. Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen. Marcus Jordan and Larsa Pippen went on Pablo Torre's podcast to discuss their upcoming wedding and say he wants Michael Jordan to be his best man. I don't know how Scottie Pippen has not become the Joker yet. Ridiculously disrespectful of the Jordan family. I feel like Michael Jordan needs to stop this. You can't just keep doing this to Scottie. He's never wronged you that badly. You lost him a ton of money when you were playing. He could have got paid way more, but he did that for you, and this is how you repay him. You have your son fucking his ex-wife. Not cool from the Jordan family. Not cool from Marcus Jordan. I don't know what weird vibes overall, but MJ, I would like to see the speech, and I would like to see best man, of course. Scottie Pippen's dead. Next, we got Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight, yeah, it looks like it's going to be 21-0 at half. Bummer for the Dolphins. Need a big half. Just went to halftime. That's where we're at. Bobby Knight died at age 83. His career started as the head coach of West Point at the age of 24. Pretty impressive to be the head coach of West Point at age 24. He had 29 seasons of head coaching at Indiana. He won 902 games, three national championships, and in 1976, 32-0. He's the last perfect team ever. The movie Hoosiers is based off of him. Of course, we all remember Bobby Knight for his antics, his chair throwing, and he was kind of slapping around kids back in the day and saying some ridiculous stuff. Big Trump guy, but that's okay. He ends up going to Texas Tech after getting fired and canceled at Indiana. Has a good few years there. Great coach, Coach K. Coach K came off Bobby Bowden coaching tree. Wonderful coach, of course, Hall of Famer, legend, R.I.P. Bobby Knight. And since we didn't have Hippo Balls last week, Matthew Perry died at age 54, drowned in a jacuzzi. Initial reports, no drugs on scene and no foul play. Of course, we all assumed that he relapsed and probably Whitney Houston himself. Or who's that other actress who also drowned in the pool, the blonde one? Doesn't matter. I would assume that that's what happened. Some pills or something. Either way, drowned in jacuzzi. R.I.P. Matthew Perry, legend, Friends, great show. That's the show of the week this week because of Matthew Perry Friends. Of course, amazing. Robin makes me watch it every year over and over and over. Between that and Gilmore Girls, it's torture, but Friends is a good show. Some great guests. Brad Pitt, a bunch of good people. Next, we got Adam Johnson. Adam Johnson. This was also a last week, but we didn't get to it. Former Penguins NHL player playing in England for the Nottingham Panthers got a skate to the neck in a freak accident and died on the ice. There's video of it. Pretty horrific stuff. He's gushing blood. I don't think it's murder, but it's clearly on purpose. This guy, his body flings and he kicks his leg up. I don't think he meant to kill Adam, but I think he meant to slice him and by accident sliced his neck and he died. Now neck guards are being pushed all around the league. Not great, of course, for Adam Johnson, who's actually dead. I don't know if neck guards are going to become a thing in the NHL. They are booming in sales, though. Whoever is the neck guard guy is making a ton of money around every single minor league team is doing neck guards. This Dolphins thing is really bugging me out. All right, matchups. This is not going to be the best hip balls. We got the Dolphins game on. There's a lot going on, but matchups. We got me versus Gabe. Gabe has no kicker. Pacheco's done pretty much nothing for me. I'm starting Luke Musgrave because Darren Waller's out for the season. That's a bust for me. Or not out for the season. He's on IR. Maybe he'll come back, but still not great. Luke Musgrave, not excited about that. I'm projected 106. Gabe's projected 99. I assume he's going to pick up a kicker eventually, so it'll be like a toss up. I'm going to give it to me in a toss up because I'm the one who's making hippo balls, but I don't love that. Need a win. Both of us on the decline. Struggling. Bird Noah next. Noah has projected 119. Waddle has like 7 or something. Bird has projected 114. Hopkins has 10. Mahomes has, I don't know, like 17. No Gibbs. Give me Bird, I guess. Hopefully we stop Mahomes. I guess give me Noah. Give me Noah. I need Mahomes to have a bad second half. Sorry, Bird. Sean, Ben projected 116. Sean projected 106. Tua, Mossert, and Kelsey have really done nothing this game. We need a huge second half out of Tua, so of course I am rooting for Sean. I don't love how we've played so far, though, so give me Ben in the win here. Navid, 108 projection. Eli, 99. Butker, I think, has 2. Rasheed Rice has like 10 or 11. Give me Navid in the win there from last. Jan projected 112. Tim projected 103. Derrick Henry had 19. Good game there. No CMC for Tim. No Ayuk. No Sutton. No London. Give me Jan for the win here. And then Siegel, Projected 118, Nima 90. Tyreek's playing so-so. George Pickens had a goose egg with one. No Travis Etienne, no Laporta. Tough to win in that condition. Give me Siegel in a surprising season for Siegel. I told you my bet so far. I'm going to lose a lot of money before 1 p.m., which is always a bummer. I took Dolphins team total and the over in the game over 51 and a half. The Chiefs are doing their job. The Dolphins are not. Other bets I have, I didn't really make them, so let's do them together right now. Give me the Texans minus 2.5 at home versus the Bucks. Give me the Saints minus 9.5 against the Bears at home, and give me the Raiders minus 2 at home versus the Giants. They just fired a head coach, just fired the GM. That's always a great bounce back spot. The team's feeling loose. They don't know what's going on. There is no coach. There is no GM. They're just playing a game. Just kids playing a game. Raiders. That's the play of the day. Raiders money line. Have a day.